Okay, in this video I'm going to show you how to print your Summative magazine cover project. So if you take a look here, this Summative personal magazine cover project, you need to do two things in order to get full credit for the finishing part of the rubric. The first thing that you need to do is you need to upload both the original image that you started with, the original magazine cover, and then you also need to upload the magazine cover that you created, so the final image. So you need to upload both of those to the Google Classroom. The second thing that you need to do is you need to print your magazine cover, and you need to print like a side-by-side comparison. And in this video, that's what I'm going to talk about. So I have opened up, this is the original magazine cover that I started with right here, and this is the final magazine cover that I finished with. So I got my before and after images. So the first thing that I want to do when I'm printing is I'm going to go File, New, and I'm going to make this the width to be 17 and the height needs to be 11. So width 17, height 11. And make sure that you're on inches. If you're on pixels, then it's going to be a different size. Make sure that we change our width and height to inches right there, 17 inches by 11 inches. And I click OK. First thing I want to do is I'm going to get my original magazine cover in here. So this is my original magazine cover. I just went File, Open. I found the original magazine cover and I opened it. Now I'm going to hit Control A. I could also go Control A selects all. So Control A on the keyboard. You notice I now have a marquee going all the way around this. That means that the whole thing's been selected. That's perfect. I'm going to go Edit, Copy, or Control C, and then I'm going to come over to this new document that I created, and then I'm going to go Edit, Paste. So I want to move this kind of to one of the corners, and I want some white space kind of around some white border. And now I want to hit Control T on my keyboard, hold down the Shift key while I'm transforming this, and I'm just going to kind of scale this up and hit Apply. So I notice I have some white space, and you can use actually the arrow keys on your keyboard. I'm using the up arrow key, down arrow key, left and right arrow keys to position this. And I just kind of position this on one side of my document. Now I'm going to go to the image, my finished image. So this is the one that I created, and you'll notice I have multiple layers on this image. Before I copy this and move this to this image right here, I need to merge all the layers. So if I just right click on any of the layers, you can right click on like layer 2 or the background, it doesn't really matter, but you right click and then we want to go flatten image or merge visible. Either one works. We go to flatten image. Notice it like merges all into one layer. Now that I have everything merged into one layer here, I can hit Control A. That selects all. You can see I have a marquee kind of going around the entire image. That means that the entire image is selected. I hit Control C to copy, or I can go Edit, Copy. Either one works. Now I'm going to come back over to my 11 by 17 inch document tab. It's right here. I'm going to hit Control V on the keyboard, or you can go Edit, Paste. And then I just need to scale this appropriately. So I can hit Control T, hold down the Shift key, and I want to scale this. And I want to scale this so it's about the same size as my time. And you notice I'm kind of lining these up right now. So I put my magazine cover on top of the original one, and I got the one on top, and then as I'm scaling it, I'm holding down the Shift key and I'm just making sure that these bottoms are pretty close to is big size. So the top's the right size and the bottom just show they're kind of matching up. Then I click on the move and hit apply, and now I want to move this over to this corner, and that's good. That's perfect. So notice I have a white border kind of all the way around. I have a white border selecting in the middle of these. Okay, so now I want to print. So I go File, Print. Okay, we're going to have to go to Print Settings. Make sure number one, it's //w print D114. Look for that D114 printer. That's the printer that's in our classroom. So look for the word D114. I'm going to go to Print Settings. So I click on Print Settings, and then the paper size needs to be 11 by 17 and click OK. So again, what I did was I went to print settings right here and I changed my paper size to 11 by 17 and then click OK. Now I'm not done yet. I still need to change this layout right here from a vertical layout to a landscape layout, or so when I click on the landscape layout, notice this looks perfect. This is exactly what I want to print. So I'm going to hit the print button. You're going to get this error that pops up. It says the image is larger than the printable area. Are you sure you want to continue? Just hit proceed. That will send the document to the printer, and if you did all these steps right, it should come right out of the printer. Make sure you put your name on the back of it and you can turn it into Mr. Reichheld. Let me know if you have any questions.